Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, the action continues now in the Quest Light Cruiserweight division. So please put your hands together and welcome our first fighter into the arena. To the blue corner, please welcome Josh Thistleton. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, now we welcome his opponent into the arena. To the red corner, please make some noise and welcome Alex Millar. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, our next battle of the evening. 3 rounds of action in the light cruiserweight division. So introducing our first fighter, standing in and boxing out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, please make some noise and welcome Josh Thistleton. His opponent tonight standing across the ring, boxing out of the red corner. Tonight representing Mad Hatters, please make some noise and welcome Alex Millar. This light cruiserweight showdown before number 3 2-minute rounds. Our referee in charge of the action when the bell rings, Mr. Jimmy Hornick.
So next up tonight, we've got a light cruiserweight contest between Josh Thistleton and Alex Millar. So I think there's going to be a bit of a difference in experience. Josh Thistleton is quite an experienced fighter. He's up against Alex Millar, who's 32 years of age, but making his debut. So I think he's been in the gym for a while, especially because of the fact that he's lost 27 kilos for this fight.
I know, I was chatting to him earlier and it was just like unbelievable. He said he hasn't been this weight since he was like 16.
Yeah. He's done fantastic. His nickname is the Body Snatcher, and he boxes out of Mad Hatters Gym in Bognor. So he's a local boy, and he's got straight to work, boxing brilliantly straight away.
Yeah, he's got a nice style, confident, good shot there, nice stiff jab there that rocked Thistleton back, and I think it took him more surprise really, but you know, like you say, Josh Thistleton is a seasoned campaigner. You know, obviously loses more than he wins, but he's kind of like that gatekeeper for a lot of fighters who, you know, good left hook there from Millar, but he will give anybody a tough night.
If Alex Millar's punches are anything to go by, he may have lost 27 kilos in weight, but he hasn't lost 27 kilos of power. That jab nearly took Thistleton off his feet. It was a fantastic jab, and Millar's obviously a strong guy.
Ooh, big left hook there from Millar. He's got nice head movement as well. You know, he's slipping the punches there. He's not sort of just walking forward in straight lines. Nice little head movement.
He looks so relaxed as well. I suppose that's one of the benefits of taking up boxing a bit later in life, or having your debut a bit later in life. Anyway, you've got a natural. When you're younger, you can get a bit excited, can't you? But when you're older, you've got a more level head on your shoulders, and he's showing that tonight.
Yeah, very cool, calm, and collected. He's sort of he's got to be careful there of sort of dipping the head down, and this nearly caught him with a nice little sort of left uppercut, but very, very comfortable in there at the moment, Alex Millar.
I wonder if Josh Thistleton has seen the name on the back of Millar's shorts and trying to protect his body. What he's doing is he's putting up a high guard and leaning forward So it's making the body hard to hit if that's what he's expecting Millar to attack. It's not a bad tactic from him. Lovely jab.
Good
really,
opening
round there from Millar. Like we said earlier, Josh Thistleton is an experienced fighter. He's up against someone who's having their debut, and really, really impressive first round there from Millar.
And I suppose for Millar as well, it's like kind of pretty much a hometown show for him. His brother's also on the card tonight in the main event, Callum, so...
I did wonder if they were brothers, yeah.
Yeah, so he's sort of... There's a lot to live up to.
Yeah.
But like you pointed out, you know, very calm. Still looks like he's carrying the power even though he's lost so much weight.
Yeah. And that's one thing that can happen, can't it? You've got fighters, when they lose a lot of weight, they can lose a bit of power. And it doesn't always translate into being a fitter, stronger fighter. But for Millar, it looks like he's carried it down really well. As you mentioned there, he's got his brother Callum Millar is fighting in the main event tonight. And Callum Millar, 3 years Alex is senior, and Alex is the more handsome of the two. Callum's going to love that when he hears it.
Yep.
Really good boxing there from Millar. See what I mean there, the way that Thistleton's leaning forward. I don't know if that's something that he's not really seen him do it before, but I don't know if that's a tactic to try and hide the body away from the body snatcher.
Oh, lovely double jab there from from Alex Millar there.
The guy who's 5'6", he's got a fantastic jab.
Oh, and you can see why that was sunk quite deep in there for Josh Thistleton. Fair play to Josh Thistleton for taking that shot, because that was a beautifully placed shot. And he's a bit wild here, Thistleton. He's trying to land, but like you say, as he's leaning forward, he's wide open to that sort of like that. Tried it there.
Yeah,
good body shots there.
Like I say, I think it's a tactic to try and hide the body from Millar, but Millar, you can't hide the body from the body snatcher by the looks of things.
Make sure he doesn't counter. Be ready for his counters.
But definitely that sort of the little combination earlier from Alex there, the double jab followed with the right hand. That worked beautifully well. Good shots though from Thistleton. It's coming back.
Yeah, Thistleton's definitely not down and out, even though he's been on the receiving end for most of this bout so far. Lovely body shots there from Millar. I did wonder, I've heard fighters call themselves the body snatcher before and not throw one body punch, but Alex Millar's not one of those fighters.
I promoted a fighter once, and his ring moniker was TNT. I never saw him knock anybody down or knock anybody out. I did say maybe he should change it. Good left hook there from Alex Millar to end the round there, and another impressive round there from Alex Millar. But maybe the body snatcher is it's a well-earned name.
Yeah, do you know what? He's eating away at that body, and he's only got another round, but they take so much out of you. Don't be surprised if Thistleton slows down a lot in this round. He's breathing heavy in the corner, and those body shots take so much out of you. And people think that 3 2-minute rounds isn't a long time. It may not be a long time if you're used to boxing 12 3-minute rounds, but I'll tell you what, if this is what you're used to, they're the longest 3 2 minutes in your life. And just for quick maths, that's 6 minutes altogether. I worked that all out on my own.
You're not just a pretty face.
No.
You're not just a pretty face.
It goes deeper. It goes deeper than that.
I'd have had to get my phone out to work that out.
I did. Coming out to the last round, I've got Millar 2 rounds up quite comfortably, Alan. I don't know about you.
Absolutely, yeah. He's boxed really well, confident, ripping those body shots in nicely. I think he could really sort of close the show here, and I think that's what he's been sent out to do, because he sort of started fast, ripping those body shots in. Like I say, he looks much better than his record. He's actually just to watch as a fan. He's got a nice sort of fan-friendly style.
Yeah. He's really thinks about what he's doing. Picks his shots really well. Thistleton there calling him on. Wants more. He wants more. And we mentioned earlier that Millar, his brother, is fighting later on this evening. But I just want to give a mention to. There's some more family ties here, and we've got some special guests ringside. Sitting just behind us is my 2 daughters. They've come to the show tonight. And they're sitting there watching. You look round as if they wasn't there. They are still there. Yeah, I've not lost them. They're both sitting behind us, wanting to come and watch this fight. And what a fight they've decided to come and watch. Alex Millar's boxing brilliantly.
Absolutely. I mean, I know
Beautiful shot there, Alan.
it was almost like a corkscrew, and that's another great shot there. And Thistleton's as game as they come. But going back to your daughters there, I mean, I know my son Brandon. He's been coming to these shows since he was like 2 or 3 years old. He's 22 now, and he works on the shows. And they've grown up around it. But it's there's something totally different about live sport, whether it's boxing or whatever you go to. The atmosphere and the energy is so much better than seeing it on a television.
And nothing makes it better than when you're watching fighters like Alex Millar picking shots like he had then. Just 10 seconds ago, looked a little bit. The only time he's looked disorganised when he sort of threw himself off with a punch. But he's straight back to business. And I tell you what, I'm really, really impressed with Millar tonight.
And the thing is as well, he's obviously in great shape. Because to throw the volume of shots that he's done over the rounds, his output doesn't look like it's sort of diminished in any way, and that's a great performance there against a very tough and durable, strong fighter.
Yeah, Thistleton's the sort of fighter that can cause you problems, but Alex Millar just said no, I'm not having any problems tonight. I'm going to go and have it all my own way, and that's exactly what he done. And he still looks fresh as a daisy. He could probably do another 4 or 5 of those rounds without any problem.
And a quick mention there, so in the black t-shirt in Alex Millar's corner, I promoted that man many years ago. He went under the moniker Kid Bucko, and he boxed a fighter who's sadly no longer with us, Lewis Pinto. But Kid Bucko was one of the main events on the old Queensbury Boxing League format, fought for the British title, and I think he's had 100 pro fights now. He's a bit of a local legend.
Yeah, good one. That experience is obviously rubbed off.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, please show your appreciation for both boxers stood here in the ring. But ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards with a unanimous decision. Your winner of the bout in the red corner, Alex Millar.